was working on the book The Custodians and having all the information about ETs and UFOs, it was going along on that theme. Then all of a sudden, it began to move into more metaphysical concepts and theories, complicated concepts and theories that was moving away from the subject of UFOs. When that began to happen, I knew I was going to have to finish The Custodians and write a new book. And that's when I started writing Convoluted Universe. And I had going to put all of these complicated theories into that book. Just before it went to print, I decided to add to the book, Book 1. Because I had a feeling there was going to be more than one book. Now we have 4. They've come out over the years. The first one was in the 90s, and they've come about through my cases as I accumulate these cases over years, and then I will put them into the new books. And as the Convoluted Universe series have evolved, each book is becoming more and more complicated. When I wrote the first one, I wasn't sure if people would be able to understand it because it was going away from the normal hypnosis into very complicated theories. I say that Convoluted Universe books are for people who want their minds bent like pretzels. They want challenges. They want something different. When I wrote the first one, I wasn't sure if anybody would be able to understand it because they were used to my other books. But then I found many people were just jumping right into that book rather than reading the other ones leading up to it. And my emails, they began saying, maybe we don't understand it, but it's making us think. I said, okay, then it must not be too complicated for them. But after that, each book became a little more complicated because I kept getting more and more unusual theories. And when I have enough cases, I would come up with another Convoluted Universe book. So now we have 4. At the end of the Convoluted Universe book 3, I said, well, now I think you have told me everything there is to know. I don't think there's anything left to find out. You've told me everything. And they said, oh no, there's more. There's a lot more. And so that was the way I ended that book. And it was a few months after the book was published, I began getting more and more information. So now we've come out with Convoluted 4. And I had to take 300 pages out of that book because it was getting too long. So they will go into other books. But the Convoluted Universe books are for people who want to think, who like challenges, and want their minds bent like pretzels. Some of the fascinating subjects that have been touched upon in the Convoluted Universe books are the mysteries of Earth. All the things people have always wanted to know the answers to. Atlantis, the Ark of the Covenant, the Bermuda Triangle, the Sphinx and the pyramids. I have a lot of information about all of those subjects. The history of Atlantis. We also have written in these Convoluted Universe books about parallel dimensions and parallel lives and traveling back and forth between dimensions. And also about the portals. The portals that you can travel through for time travel or going between dimensions, and the windows that you can look through but you can't travel through. The imprinting theory. There is just so much in these books. I call it mind candy. I mean, I don't intend for you to take all this really seriously. I want you to treat it lightly because it's very complicated material. I say mind candy, enjoy it, and then say, oh well, put the book down and then go back to your normal life. Just something to entertain you and make you think.